Well, an MTV news writer is under heavy fire today after tweeting this about Senator Sessions' family. Sessions, sir, kindly return this Asian baby to the Toys R Us you stole her from. And later accusing the Attorney General nominee of actually using his biological granddaughter as, quote, a prop to send a message that I'm not racist, sparking bipartisan backlash. Joining me now to discuss Chris Bedford and Adriana Cohen. Adriana, I swear, when I saw this go across Twitter, I thought it was a joke. It turns out it was a sick, sick thing. And another MTV move that boggles the mind.
Oh, yeah, this is just the ultimate despicable tweet I think I've ever seen. It is literally the sheer definition of racism. What this man said, who works for MTV, is that basically what he's implying is that Senator Sessions, can't love his granddaughter because she's Asian. And he's also saying that he's accusing him of kidnapping, which is a federal crime, and he's accusing him of using his granddaughter, who he loves, as a political prop. You can't get any lower than this. MTV should immediately fire him, and he should issue a public apology for a racist tweet and spreading fake news. It's truly deplorable. Although
it looks like he's just carrying out MTV protocol, Chris, and I would add to the list of offenses that Adriana put down, the notion that somehow you pick up Asian babies at Toys R Us or something like that. I don't know what the connection is, but it all sounds despicable.
Yeah, and we saw this video that was released on New Year's Eve. It's like New Year's resolutions, a Dear White People video, please be better. And if anybody, took the time to watch it, they did take it down after all the backlash. But if you took the time to watch it, it was so cringeworthy. It was all these Manhattan people just explaining to the rest of the country and condescending to them. And it's the kind of attitude that they have at MTV. But it's also the idea that Jeff Sessions can't have an Asian granddaughter. It's just not too dissimilar from the attacks we saw in Mitt Romney when he had a black granddaughter and Melissa Harris Perry attacked him for that. This is a larger thing of you don't fit the narrative, you're a Southern senator, you're a Klansman, and you can't possibly have a diverse family. It's wild.
It is so wild, Adriana, and I got to tell you, but it's all part and parcel of what we've seen since November 8th. On the left, this is a complete implosion, but by this implosion, they're revealing themselves to us. John Podesta's emails revealed a Democratic Party that a lot of people didn't believe existed. And since then, they've actually continued to prove that maybe all along they should have been pointing to themselves with accusations of racism and things like that.
That's right, because the DNC leaks exposed the high-ranking members of the Democrat Party as bigots. They made anti-Semitic remarks about Bernie Sanders. They were anti-Catholic, which was horrible. And so they exposed themselves as quite a few of them as racist, but they love to accuse Republicans of this, and it's terribly divisive, and this country needs to unify at this point and stop fabricating false allegations of racism towards Republicans, and especially with Senator Sessions. I mean, every grandparent loves their grandchild, with maybe the tiny exception of someone who is mentally unstable. The vast majority of all human beings who are grandparents love their grandchildren, and he should never be accused of kidnapping or using her as a prop. Literally, I'd sue the guy if it were me.
Yeah, Chris, I do want to say that I'll be glad when this is no longer a topic at all, but I do believe the fact that the left continues to bring it up also underscores the real issue here is that there's nothing to justify their position. There's nothing factual that any longer justifies their ideology or approach to governing.
Well, the way they look at race is just part of their coalition, part of their larger philosophy, and something to be used to their benefit. And it's not just the moron over at MTV. If you saw the leaked list that they put together of Hillary Clinton's cabinet, which she'd basically finished because she expected to win, there's names for almost every position, and except for EPA administrator, where they just say African-American person. They didn't really know who was going to fit that job,
yeah.
But that's the way race works for them. They just want to figure it out and put it in a slot as opposed to us all being Americans, and it's not going to help unite the country.
Well, I can tell you, to Adriana's point, I've got 4 grandkids in there. Black, Puerto Rican, Irish, German. They're everything, and I love them to death. Thank you all very much. Appreciate it.